From the US to the UAE, the UK to Canada, and even Saudi Arabia, new immigration restrictions are making it harder for Nigerians to travel, work, study, or even visit loved ones abroad. Nigerians are facing tighter entry rules, more documentation, and tougher financial requirements. The reasons? Governments cite national security, economic pressure, and even public health concerns. Is this just the world tightening its borders, or is something bigger going on? Let's dive into the latest developments and what they mean for Nigerians. United States. Shorter visas, stricter scrutiny. The United States has introduced a wave of new restrictions, specifically targeting non-immigrant visa applicants from Nigeria. These changes are already causing uncertainty for many Nigerians hoping to visit, study, or do business in the US. Here's what's new. Visa validity has been slashed. Nigerians applying for common visa categories like the Bone/Beatwo tourist and business visa will now only receive a 3-month single-entry visa. This is a major shift from the previous policy that granted multiple entry visas valid for up to 2 or even 5 years. You can only enter the US once per visa. Under this new rule, after your single visit, you'll have to reapply for a new visa, even if your plans require multiple short trips within a few months. This affects business travelers, students going home during holidays, and families trying to visit loved ones more than once in a year. Additional screening is now in place. Student visa applicants are now required to go through enhanced social media background checks. This means US immigration officials may review your online presence, your posts, comments, connections, and activity before approving your application. Suspension of interviews. In certain categories, visa interviews are being suspended or delayed, making it harder for applicants to get timely approvals. This has raised concerns among students and professionals facing academic deadlines, job offers, or urgent family matters. These changes are part of a broader shift in US immigration policy aimed at tightening control, reducing visa overstays, and increasing security vetting. But for thousands of Nigerians who rely on US visas for legitimate purposes, whether it's school, conferences, tourism, or family visits, the implications are massive. Students may have to factor in new visa hurdles when considering whether to study in the US. Business travelers will now face higher costs and administrative delays for every single trip. Tourists and family members looking to visit loved ones will have to plan for new applications each time. These updates, while framed as part of a reciprocity policy, have added another layer of stress and complexity to an already challenging visa process for Nigerians. Let's be honest, this could significantly discourage educational, professional, and cultural exchange between both countries. UAE, transit ban and tougher tourist visa rules for Nigerians. The United Arab Emirates has rolled out new, sweeping visa restrictions targeting Nigerian travelers. And the impact is already being felt across the travel and tourism industry. First, transit visas are now completely off the table for Nigerian passport holders. This means Nigerians can no longer use Dubai as a stopover when connecting to other destinations, a travel route that many relied on for international journeys, especially to Asia and Europe. But that's just the beginning. The UAE has also tightened its tourist visa policies, making it far more difficult for Nigerians to travel for leisure or short-term visits. Here's what's changed. If you're between 18 and 45 years old, you are no longer eligible to apply for a tourist visa as an individual. You must now be traveling with a group or accompanied by a family member to be considered. If you're over 45, you can still apply, but only if you meet strict financial requirements. You must provide a personal bank statement showing a minimum monthly closing balance of $10,000 or its Naira equivalent for each of the past 6 months. Other mandatory documents include hotel booking confirmations, a copy of your passport's biodata page in some cases. Return flight tickets and travel itinerary may also be required. These conditions are part of what UAE authorities describe as an effort to regulate travel from Nigeria, due to concerns related to security, immigration compliance, and overstays. The new rules effectively eliminate solo travel options for a large number of Nigerians, particularly young people looking to explore Dubai for tourism, shopping, events, or even short business trips. Dubai has long been a top destination for Nigerians, with its luxurious lifestyle, shopping hubs, and vibrant African diaspora. But with these rules now in place, that traffic is expected to drop significantly. Travel agents are already advising clients to rethink or postpone their Dubai travel plans, especially if they fall into the newly restricted age bracket or cannot meet the financial documentation requirements. In short, the UAE's new visa framework sends a clear message. Entry into Dubai is no longer as easy or accessible as it once was for Nigerian travelers. Canada, higher financial bar for express entry applicants. Canada is also making significant changes, and it's hitting applicants in their wallets. Starting July 7, 2025, the Canadian government has raised the minimum financial requirement for individuals applying through its express entry system, a popular immigration pathway for skilled workers. Here's what's new. Single applicants now need to show proof of funds totaling at least CAD $15,263, which is roughly $17 million based on current exchange rates. Couples must prove access to at least CAD $19,001, approximately $21.2 million. And it doesn't stop at just showing the money. Applicants must now provide official bank letters printed on the bank's letterhead. The letters must include details like account number, account balance, and how long the account has been open. If applying with a spouse, joint accounts can be used to meet the required threshold. These changes are part of a broader shift in Canada's immigration strategy. Authorities say they want to ensure that new immigrants are financially capable of supporting themselves and their families without immediately relying on public services. If you're planning to apply, this means one thing. Start preparing your proof of funds early and make sure all your financial documents are solid and verifiable. Saudi Arabia. Work visas for Nigerians on hold. Saudi Arabia has joined the list of countries tightening their immigration rules. This time by placing a temporary suspension on blockwork visas for Nigerians and 6 other African nations, including Egypt, Ethiopia, Algeria, Sudan, Tunisia, and Morocco. These blockwork visas are special quotas allocated to employers, allowing them to bring in groups of foreign workers for temporary jobs, often in sectors like construction, services, and seasonal work. Under the new policy, no new block visa quotas will be issued for employers targeting these countries. Already approved quotas may also experience significant delays in processing. The suspension is expected to last until June 2025, coinciding with the end of the Hajj season, which is Saudi Arabia's busiest travel and labor period. While the Saudi government hasn't issued a formal explanation, immigration experts say the move is part of a broader effort to strengthen internal labor controls, prioritize Saudi citizens in employment as part of the ongoing Saudization policy, and better regulate temporary foreign labor, especially during high-demand seasons like Hajj and Ramadan. This policy may not seem permanent, but it's a major disruption for many Nigerians who rely on Saudi Arabia for temporary job opportunities, especially those involved in travel agencies, manpower recruitment, or religious pilgrimages tied to employment. FG responds, "We didn't ban 5-year visas for Americans. In response to the recent visa restrictions announced by the United States, the federal government of Nigeria has clarified its position, firmly denying claims that it stopped issuing 5-year multiple entry visas to U.S. citizens. This clarification comes amid growing tension as the U.S. continues to tighten its immigration rules, most recently introducing a new $250 visa integrity fee for non-immigrant visa applicants, including tourists, students, and workers. According to the Nigerian government, the U.S. justification that it's merely applying reciprocity does not reflect the full reality. In a statement released by Mr. Bayo Onanuga, Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, the presidency explained that Nigeria is still issuing 5-year multiple entry visas to U.S. citizens, contrary to claims that this privilege was withdrawn. What changed, the government said, is Nigeria's introduction of a short-term e-visa, which is valid for 90 days and allows a single entry. This e-visa replaced the old visa on arrival policy, which was often misused and prone to abuse. The e-visa, they emphasized, is a faster, simpler digital process that enables tourists and business travelers to obtain visas within 48 hours, without visiting an embassy. It is part of Nigeria's broader plan to boost trade, tourism, and ease of doing business, not an act of diplomatic retaliation. While Nigeria offers e-visas to U.S. citizens and other nationalities, the presidency pointed out that the U.S. has not offered Nigerians a similar option, raising concerns about fairness and mutual respect. Despite the tensions, The Nigerian government says it is committed to continued dialogue with U.S. authorities and hopes for a solution that reflects the long-standing partnership between both countries. The U.S. policy changes, including the 3-month visa validity and $250 fee, are part of broader legislation known as the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, aimed at tightening immigration compliance. The Nigerian government says it remains ready to work with international partners, but urges that these engagements be rooted in truth, fairness, and mutual respect. So what does this all mean for Nigerian travelers, students, and professionals? We're entering a time where immigration is becoming more digital, more regulated, and in many cases, more demanding. Whether it's proving your financial capacity, adapting to new age limits, or navigating e-visas, it's clear. The global travel game has changed. If you're planning to move abroad, stay informed, stay prepared, and always check for the latest requirements before you apply. What do you think about these visa changes? Are they fair or going too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to help others stay ahead of these immigration updates. Till next time, stay informed and safe travels.